Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's the next combo video. This time it's on my hero deck. If you haven't caught the deck profile yet, I'll be sure to post the link in the description down below, as well as the deck profile that I posted last month with only the new Elemental Hero support, no evil heroes, just so you guys get an idea on how the deck plays. And yeah, that's generally it. So heroes can be pretty pricey, but if you really want to put this deck together, it's definitely a good deck to pick up. I know some of the Vision Heroes package have actually dropped in value, so I would definitely recommend picking that up while you still have the chance. I'm not sure what Acid is going for now. It might still be at the $30 range. I'm not sure, but if that dropped too, I say get it. Try to save your money. I don't again. The Evil Heroes are a good addition, but they're not required by any means necessary. You can't play the deck without them. All right, so like I always do, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys two different test hands. One going first, one going second, and just leave it up to you guys at that point. Alright, so let's see what our opening hand looks like. Oh boy, Celestial. Not exactly something I would like to see opening hand, but we'll see if I can make it work. Same thing with Increase, but that's why I run two of them. Okay, Ferris. Now, Ferris might actually be the card that can help me here, so. Okay, Liquid Soldier. So, we're definitely on the right track, so let's see what our last card is. Vion. So, I literally opened it with one of each of my Vision Heroes, but again, that's no problem. At least now I also have discard fodder too with Hero Liquid Soldier. So first things first, let's go and activate the effect of Ferris. We're going to go ahead and discard. We'll go and discard the Celestial to special. And of course, we're going to place Increase on the spell and charm card zone. So you already know what this does. So yeah, it's a pretty easy combo to know. Alright, so Increase effect, you're going to tribute that Ferris, just so you can special summon a second copy of Vion from your deck, since we already have one in our hand. Alright. Vion effect. Let me spread these out a little bit better. Alright. Vion effect, we're going to go ahead and send... We're actually going to go ahead and send the Malicious to the grave. And then, before I press on any further, we're going to go and use Vion's effect, banish the Ferris, in order to add Polymerization to our hand, because I can at least pull off the Sunrise effect and get my Miracle Fusion. So, yeah. Next up, we're going to go ahead and link off the Vion and the Increase to make Cross Crusader. And Cross Crusader, you can definitely special summon any Destiny hero from your deck, or not from your deck, from your graveyard. Either one will do just fine, Celestial or Malicious, it doesn't really matter which one. So we'll just go and bring out Celestial. And then we're going to use Cross Crusader's effect to tribute that Celestial. And you can search out a hero. Anyone you want, it doesn't really matter which one. You could actually search out Shadow Mist, just so you can still play Polymerization. But if you do that, then you're not going to be able to bring out the Mass Change card with Liquid Soldier, because you could potentially trigger the effect, Shadow Mist effect to search by mistake. So instead, what we're actually going to go ahead and do, since I haven't normal summoned yet, we're actually going to go ahead and bring out, you know what, just for the fun of it, I'll go and bring out Elemental Hero Stratos, just because Stratos will give me yet another search. So, if anything, yeah, we'll normal summon the Stratos, search out either Honest Neos or Dusted Gold. Like I said, doesn't matter which one you want to go for. If anything, I'm probably going to go ahead and search out my Dusted Gold, just so I can use his effect now to add the Dark Calling. Alright, next up, we're going to go and activate Polymerization from our hand. This time we're going to go ahead and fuse together our Liquid Soldier, and you know what, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and get rid of Increase from our grave, or from our hand, just because again, I'm not going to need it. So we'll go and for sure go into Sunrise, and in Sunrise effect, we're going to search out our Miracle Fusion. Alright, now let me show you a really cool combo that you can do right now that I've actually found pretty nifty. So, first things first, before I continue on, let's go and link off these two. We're not going to go into Dread Decimator yet. We're actually going to go into Wonder Driver. And the reason behind this is because I have a way to recur my Polymerization card. So, next thing, we're going to go ahead and activate... You could go Dark Calling right now, actually, but let's do this first. We're going to go and banish Malicious to special, just so I can at least trigger the effect of Cross Crusader to set polymerization. So this is actually one of the combos I wanted to do, just so like that way, because some people don't never bring that out or think to use it, and I've actually decided to start using it a little bit more often, just so I can keep boosting up my heroes in the grave. So now we'll link that off. Oh, I forgot to banish that actually. So this is the one I meant to do. So I meant to banish this to bring out that one. Sorry about that. But y'all get the idea. So now that that's done and over with, we've linked those two off, and now we can go to Dread Decimator. Now, Dread Decimator, the reason I'm summoning it here is because I forgot to mention one little thing about Sunraiser in the deck profile. He also gives your monsters a power boost by 200 points for every different attribute you control. So I thought that was pretty cool. So next, you're going to play Fusion Destiny, or not Fusion Destiny, Miracle Fusion. We'll banish the hero Liquid Soldier together with, honestly, whatever you want. We'll just banish one of the increase, because once you have one, that should be more than enough. And then we're going to go and bring out Absolute Zero. And of course, Liquid Soldier's effect will trigger, letting you draw 2 cards, but you have to discard 1. So, but again, that's fine. That's all you're ever going to need, so let's see what we got. Okay, so Varus and Varus. Might as well just discard 1, right? Alright, and then now you can basically play your Dark Calling card. We'll banish the 1 copy of Varus plus the Adusted Gold, just so we can at least make Malicious Bane. Alright, so we have 3 different attributes. These two get 100 points thanks to, 100 points for every hero in the grave thanks to Dread Decimator, and plus an additional 200 points for every attribute that's different on the field. So that's pretty neat. So like that's generally your basic go in first play. Actually, if you wanted to, you could banish this Malicious too, just to bring out the last one. Because again, like we already have our Ferrises are at this point are pretty much dead because the fact that I literally just drew into both of them. So I just bring out that last copy of Malicious, play Polymerization again, fuse your Varus together with your Malicious, make Destiny Hero dangerous. Like, I know he doesn't do much, but you know, just to give him a power boost for every other Destiny Hero in the grave might not be so bad. So yeah, it's not too bad whatsoever. And plus, like with him, you can easily send Dynatag during either player's turn, so you could discard the Vion now just to get the Dynatag into the grave, but again, rather just do that next turn. So yeah, it's not a bad board overall. So yeah, and I did make one minor mistake with the Malicious. I forgot to banish it first before I summoned it out, but I'm glad I caught that. Alright, so let's see what our hand looks like this time around. I'll try to go through this a little faster, and hopefully you guys just stay with me. Oops. Alright, let me shuffle everything here real quick. And hopefully I don't open up with one of each of the Vision Heroes again. Celestial was kind of a rough one, but I made it work. Now this time I'm going to do a going second hand because the whole point of going second is just essentially OTK. This, the first board, you know, that was actually a pretty good board too, going first, but again, Heroes is more of a going second deck. It can go first though. If you have the right cards to set up going first, it could be nuts. Alright. Alright, I think that'll do. Let's see what we got this time around. Alright, so opening hand. Okay, Vision Hero Ferris. I love to see that. Nice. Plasma. If I can get Plasma going off, then this might just be good. So let's see what else we got. Okay, Stratos. So this just gets better as we go. Malicious. Okay, if I don't open up with another one, which I really hope I don't, Varus just became live by itself already. Okay, Ash Blossom and... Okay, so this is actually a really good card. You know, like I say, you're going second at any given point. You know, if you want to disrupt your opponent with an Ash Blossom, you could do that. Just as long as he does a search or a special summon from the deck or whatever. So Ash definitely helps there. So our opponent, you know, sets whatever board he's able to come up with after just one disruption, and then our next card is a Hero Lives. Perfect. So there's actually a lot of things I can do with this hand right now. For sure, I already know what I want to do. I'm going to go and play a Hero Lives. Since I control no monsters, the card I'm obviously going to summon is going to be Shadow Mist. That way I can at least get access to my Mass Change. So, yeah, so Shadow Mist effect. Since it was summoned, you can search out Mass Change. Mass Change is always nice. And then from there, this is where we go a little more crazy with the combos. So naturally, I'm already going to go and use the Ferris effect. I'm going to go ahead and discard Malicious to special. And then, of course, you already know what Ferris does. So let's go and breeze through this as quickly as I can. Increase effect, tribute the Shadow Mist to special summon Vion. Vion effect, we're going to dump a hero to the grave. Since I already have Malicious and Shadow Mist, we'll just send the Liquid Soldier. Only because I do have a way to bring out the Sunrise regardless and the Miracle Fusion play again. So let's just see where this goes. And again, before I proceed any further, we're going to go ahead and use Vion effect. We're going to banish the Shadow Mist to add Polymerization. Way at the front, wow, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and normal summon the Elemental Hero Stratos just so I can at least search out one of my other heroes. We'll go for the Dusted Gold, of course, because I already have a way to access Honest Neos too, so yeah. So this hand is already looking like, it's already godly, honestly. It's like definitely going to be the best hand I'm already going to be able to work with. Alright, so now this is where things get cool. So for sure we're going to go and link off Increase in Vion like I always do. Go into Cross Crusader effect, we're going to special summon back Malicious. Crusader effect, tribute that Malicious to search out Honest Neos, since again we already have Plasma at the ready. Oops, wrong card. Here it is, Honest Neos. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go and discard the Dusted Gold to search out my Dark Calling. That's always pretty important right there. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the Polymerization. This time we're going to fusion summon our Stratos and Ferris together to bring out our Elemental Hero Sunrise. Sunrise effect to search out your Miracle Fusion. Alright. And then, if you want to now, you could actually start using the Malicious just so you can start getting your plays going. So let's do that. Banish Malicious to get the second copy of it out. And then we'll just start moving into Dread Decimator. Or if you want to go Wonder Driver now, that'd be fine too. Like you just link these two off, special summon out your last copy of Malicious to reset Polymerization. You could do that as well, so let's do that. So we'll link those two off, make Wonder Driver, Malicious effect, banish itself, summon out another one. Our last copy of it, rather. That way we have full use of it. Effect of Wonder Driver to reset Polymerization. And then from there you just link these two off for Dread Decimator. Because again, you definitely want to try to make your heroes as strong as you possibly can. So that's just the general idea. So we'll make our Wonder Driver here, and then afterwards we'll go from there. So now we'll go ahead and activate the Dark Calling, just so I can already have my Malicious Bane out. So I'll banish Ferris together with the Adjusted Gold, make Malicious Bane. If you know for a fact that your opponent has no monsters that have any form of self-protection, you could basically just use his effect to Raigeki all face-up monsters your opponent controls, and he'll gain 200 points for every one that gets destroyed. So yeah, that's rough. And then afterwards, you could also play Miracle Fusion. In this case, you're going to banish Hero Liquid Soldier plus any other hero from the grave. I'll banish the Vion just because I don't want to lose that Malicious entirely. In case if I actually draw into Pot of Acquisitiveness, I can start recurring all my Malicious and just further extend. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and summon out our Absolute Zero. And then Liquid Soldier's effect will essentially allow you to draw 2 cards but discard 1, so never forget that. So draw 2, and then we'll discard 1. Oh wow, I literally just mentioned if I draw into that, I could literally just basically extend from there, so, well, might as well play it, right? So for sure I want my Liquid Soldier back, as well as my 2 copies of Malicious, because the Evil Hero you're only going to use that one time, because unfortunately there's no way to recur Dark Calling in this deck. If it counted as a form of fusion card, with fusion in the name, you could definitely bring it back with Wonder Driver, but unfortunately you can't. So, anyway, we shuffle back 3, banish monsters, any 3 from other players' banished pile, and then you get to draw 1 card. If I draw into another match change, that would be nuts too. Alright, so let's see what we get. Alright, so our draw 1 is Stratos. Okay. Well, Stratos could be used next turn, but honestly, at this point, if your opponent is like kind of defenseless, you should be able to OTK him anyway. Because again, you did blow up his board with Malicious Bane. For whatever reason, he may have spells and traps or whatever. You can always play Mass Change too, just to send an absolute 0 now to make Acid blow up all his back row. That way, he has, just on the off chance he might be able to like hit you with like some form of Mirror Force or Compulsory. That helps too. And yeah, essentially just kind of OTK right there. So like, there's a lot of things you can do with the heroes. So, but yeah, that's just the general option right there. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys like this combo video. Sorry for the mistake I did on the first hand, but again, it happens. I was trying to speed through it as fast as I can. I lost track a bit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this regardless. And as always, I will catch you guys again next time.